Today's words of wisdom: auspicious locations for leaders' new headquarters, a boon for world peace, will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese or Vietnamese, Chinese, Dutch, English, French, German, Hebrew, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Thai, Turkish, and Urdu. More languages are available online. For your special language, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/subtitles. As an internationally renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, poet, and artist, Supreme Master Ching Hai has also been an advocate for peace and the environment, as well as an animal lover. Caring deeply for the earth and all its inhabitants, Supreme Master Ching Hai has been urgently raising awareness on the stark reality of climate change, with a steadfast determination to preserve our beautiful planet. Tirelessly accepting numerous invitations to conferences, media interviews, and other events, Supreme Master Ching Hai has helped to clarify and prioritize the vegan solution for mankind, grounded in both extensive scientific research as well as profound inner spiritual knowledge. Supreme Master Ching Hai also sends a message of encouragement for government leaders and citizens throughout the world, which is to act nobly for the survival and happiness of all beings now and for generations to come. Recently, with the deep yearning for the world's conflicts to subside, Supreme Master Ching Hai courageously revealed which leaders' headquarters are situated near or on roads and subportals leading to the lower worlds and hell, along with the resulting negative effects on both leaders and their nations. In an urgent announcement made on August 24, 2011, Supreme Master Ching Hai addressed the world's peace-seeking leaders and concerned fellow citizens to inform them of alternative places to relocate their headquarters to avoid negative sites that over time have fueled conflicts and other troubles in human society, particularly by gripping individuals and groups in power. Supreme Master Ching Hai shared this unprecedented information freely at the cost of her physical and spiritual welfare, in hopes that leaders may quickly move away from these dangerous places at this critical time for our planet. Providing detailed explanations in visual graphs, she described specific locations where leaders can move their headquarters that will be more conducive to the righteousness, clarity, and benevolence that they deserve, to more easily sow the seeds of world peace. We now invite you to listen to the rebroadcast of the live conference with Supreme Master Ching Hai entitled Auspicious Locations for Leaders' New Headquarters, a Boon for World Peace, on August 24, 2011.
Egypt. Presidential Palace should move to South Central, 30 kilometers away from the old palace. Are you all right there? Not too hot where you are?
Not inside right now. Outside it's going to be a hot day.
Oh, you have aircon there, right?
Yes, we have aircon. Plus we have the lights to help counteract that.
I don't have aircon. Yeah, I have little fan there. It don't work very well because if we put here, it will fly away everything. So it's just to bear it. If you cannot find me anymore, go to the ocean or river something. Maybe I float there. I become liquid
down
and flows to the river or ocean somewhere. And then I become really Ching Hai,
Yeah,
pure ocean.
beautiful
Water, the name, pure water. Okay, now presidential palace, I repeat again. Egypt, presidential palace, South Central, 30 kilometers. Military headquarters, west-north, 30 kilometers. 2/3 west, 1/3 north. Good, we're done. Good. France, lower house, parliament, should move to north central, 30 kilometers away from the old one. Yes. Gaza Strip. Hamas headquarters should move to southeast, 20 kilometers away from where it was. But more south than east. 3/4 south, 1/4 east. Fatah's headquarters, south central, 20 kilometers away from where it was. Gaza Strip, done. Georgia, presidential palace, east central, should move 30 kilometers away from where it was. Georgia, that's a nation, country.
Yes. Yes, Master.
Right. Not Georgia State. Georgia, they call it, Georgia, actually, Georgia.
Yes, Master.
Next to Russia. Now, Georgia, we're done.
Yes,
Now,
Master.
on the page 4, there's too many stuff here. Page 4, we have Greeks now. Greeks presidential palace should move to north central, 30 kilometers away from where it was. Haiti presidential palace should move to the south central, 40 kilometers away. Honduras presidential palace should move to southeast, 30 kilometers away from the old place. South 2/3, east 1/3, more south than east. Hong Kong.
Master, we skipped Germany.
What, love?
We skipped Germany.
Germany, yeah, but because that was Hitler, I thought nobody used it anymore.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I'm not
Yura.
using it.
Thank you,
Okay.
Master.
Yeah. Yes, Master.
Yeah, but since you asked, I tell you, Germany, Hitler, old headquarters, if it's still using, then should move to southeast. South 3/4, east 1/4, 30 kilometers away, okay?
Yes, Master.
You happy now?
Yes.
Okay. Hong Kong,
Hong Kong. Yes, Master.
the present governor's palace should move to northwest, 20 kilometers away from where the old palace is. Governor place, 2/3 north, 1/3 west. So northwest, 20 kilometers away. That's Hong Kong governor place. Now, Hungary president's palace should move to west central, 30 kilometers away from the old presidential palace. Iceland prime minister palace should move to south central, 20 kilometers away from the old palace. Check. India presidential palace should move to west central, 30 kilometers away from the old presidential palace. It's India. Now, Indonesia. I pattern the old stuff so it keep moving. You know the old printing paper, and it has some half not used, so I pat them together to use it as the scrap paper, and it keep moving. Sometimes it's like very flexible stuff. See that? Fun.
Soft paper.
Yeah. Indonesia presidential palace east south, 30 kilometers should move. More east than south. East 2/3, south 1/3. Oh, now it's easier because we don't have those leaning toward this and that. It was very confusing for me also. But it was all correctly done. Yes, all correctly done. Yes.
Thank
now,
you, Master.
Iraq prime minister palace should move to south central, 30 kilometers away from the old prime minister palace. That's Iraq. Iran presidential palace should move to east north, 40 kilometers away from the old presidential palace. That is more east than north. 2/3 east, 1/3 north. Military headquarters of Iran should move to southeast, 30 kilometers away from the old military Iran headquarters. Now, more south than east. 3/4 south, 1/4 east. Check. Ireland prime minister palace should move to west central, 40 kilometers away from the old Prime Minister Palace. There is a rebels headquarters in Ireland now.
Yeah.
Present rebels headquarters should move to southeast, 30 kilometers away from the old rebels headquarters, but more south than east. 2/3 in the south, 1/3 in the east, 30 kilometers away. Check. Israel Prime Minister Palace should move to central north, 30 kilometers away from the old Prime Minister Palace. Israel military headquarters should move to west north, 40 kilometers away from the old place, from the old headquarters, and more west than north. West 3/4, north 1/4. Now, Germany, old Hitler headquarters and residence. That's where he lived and he used as headquarters as well. If still using now, should move to southeast. South 3/4, east 1/4. 30 kilometers away. That's all for Germany. Japan, check. Military headquarters should move to east-south, 30 kilometers away from the old military headquarters. That is 3/4 east, 1/4 south for Japan military headquarters. Now, Jordan, Prime Minister Palace should move to west-north, 40 kilometers away. West 2/3, north 1/3. Okay. Korea North, the supreme leader's private residence should move to west-south, 40 kilometers away from the old private residence of the supreme leaders of North Korea. But more west than south. That means 2/3 in the west, 1/3 in the south. That's North Korea. Supreme leaders, private residence. Now, Laos, President Palace should move to northeast, 50 kilometers away from the old presidential palace of Laos. North 3/4, east 1/4. Latvia, right?
Yes, Master.
Say that? Yeah?
Yes, Master.
Latvia?
Latvia Presidential Palace, that is Latvia. Latvia Presidential Palace should move to south, central, 50 kilometers away from the old palace. Latvia, done. Lebanon Prime Minister Palace should move to west-south, 40 kilometers away from the old palace. More west than south. 3/4 west, 1/4 south. Lebanon, done. Liberia Presidential Palace should move to west-south, 40 kilometers away from the old palace. More west than south. 2/3 west, 1/3 south. Libya. It's kind of late, huh? Top leader, Mr. Gaddafi's compound, residence, should move west-north, 30 kilometers away from the old compound. More west than north. West 3/4, north 1/4. Even there is a new leaders who come to this compound of the Mr. Gaddafi should move elsewhere. Should not use this as the headquarters or anything to do with the government or anything to use. Just make it into a park would be the best. Or just for storage or something, or museum. Don't ever live there. Nobody should. Because it results in just bloodshed and sorrow and pain. Personally, family-wise, and national-wise. Now, the Libya rebels headquarters have also one lower road in. I just discovered yesterday because we have forgotten to look into that. In Benghazi, the rebels headquarters have one lower road in. So they should move to west-south, 50 kilometers away from where they had headquarters before. More west than south. 2/3 west, 1/3 south. Clear?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Check. Rebels. Now, Malaysia. Am I in the list okay?
Yes,
Did
Master.
I skip anything?
We've got everything up to
No,
this
Master.
point. That's everything.
Everything good, yeah?
Yes, everything's good.
Yes,
Okay.
Master.
Right. Malaysia, Royal Palace should move to west-south, 30 kilometers away from the old palace. More west than south. 2/3 west, 1/3 south. And the Malaysia Police Headquarters should move to west central, 30 kilometers away from where the old headquarters is. Did I say Royal Palace move 30 kilometers away? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Okay, good. Malaysia, check. Mexico, Presidential Palace should move to south central, 40 kilometers away from where the old Presidential Palace, Mexico is. Done. Mongolia, Presidential Palace should move to east central, 40 kilometers away from the old palace. That's Mongolia, check. Morocco, Royal Palace should move to south central, 40 kilometers away from the old palace. Nepal, Prime Minister Palace should move to west north, 50 kilometers away from the old Prime Minister Palace, more west than north. 3/4 west, 1/4 north.
Excuse me, Master. For Morocco, was it south central?
South central, love.
Okay, I
Yes.
just wanted to make sure I heard it right.
Royal Palace should move to south central, 40 kilometers away. Yeah, sometimes the reception is not too good in the air. Yeah?
Yes.
The
I just wanted to
internet.
make
Pretty
sure
good
I
today
didn't
so
miss.
far.
New Zealand Prime Minister Palace should move to east north, 30 kilometers away from the old one. More east than north. 2/3 east, 1/3 north. The military headquarters of New Zealand should move south, central, 40 kilometers away from the old military headquarters.
Could you repeat the Prime Minister's again? Part of that cut out.
Prime Minister Palace should move east-north, 30 kilometers away. More east than north. East 2/3, north 1/3.
Okay,
Clear?
thank you.
Thank you.
Master.
Right. Military headquarters clear? New Zealand?
Yes, we got that. Thank you, Master. South, 40 kilometers.
Yeah, south central, 40 kilometers, yes. For New Zealand military headquarters. Now,
Yes, Master.
Pakistan. Pakistan have 3 places to move. Presidential Palace, Minister Palace, military headquarters. Oh, wow, this country has need more blessing, huh? Presidential Palace of Pakistan should move west-north, 40 kilometers away from the old palace. More west than north. 3/4 west, 1/4 north. Now, check. Pakistan Prime Minister Palace should move west-south, 50 kilometers away. More west than south. 2/3 west, 1/3 south. Check. Pakistan military headquarters should move west-north, 40 kilometers away from the old headquarters. More west than north. 2/3 west, 1/3 north. Check. Page 6. Pakistan, continue. Al-Qaeda group headquarters should move to west-south, 40 kilometers away from their old Al-Qaeda headquarters. More west and south. 2/3 west, 1/3 south. For peace sake, huh?
Yes, Master.
Pakistan all done. Panama Presidential Palace should move to east, central, 40 kilometers away from the old palace of Panama. Done. Philippines Muslim rebels headquarters. They have a rebel group there. They call it Moro, Islamic Moro. Yes. The Muslim rebels' headquarters should move to South Central, 20 kilometers away from their old headquarters. Poland Presidential Palace should move to West North, 70 kilometers away from the old Presidential Palace of Poland. More west than north. 3/4 west, 1/4 north. Check. Done. Russia, you know, the former Mr. Stalin's residence, if still in use, used to be used at residence and headquarters, if it's still in use, should move to East Central, 30 kilometers away from the old residence of Mr. Stalin's. Russia, check. Saudi Arabia, Royal Palace should move east-north, 40 kilometers away from the old palace. More east than north. 3/4 east, 1/4 north. The Saudi Arabia military headquarters should move south central, 30 kilometers away from the old headquarters. Slovenia presidential palace should move to southeast, 30 kilometers away from the old Crystal Palace. More south than east. South 2/3, east 1/3. Somalia presidential palace should move to west-south, 30 kilometers away from the old palace. More west than south. 3/4 west, 1/4 south. Somalia presidential palace. Somalia military headquarters should move to west central, 40 kilometers away from the old military headquarters. Somalia pirate, right?
Yes,
Pirates.
Pirates, people on the sea, yeah?
Yes.
Who stop the commercial ship and all that, pirate. Headquarters should move to south central, 30 kilometers away from their present headquarters. That's Somalia. Done. Check. I think you could, oh, never mind. I don't care. It's okay. I guess I won't melt away so quick, huh? I don't think it's so light. I think it's heavy. It cannot melt so quick.
You still look beautiful, Master.
Sorry, just 1 second, huh?
That's okay.
No problem, Master.
I'm teary.
Thank you for giving us all your time for this today.
Oh, time is nothing, honey. Time is nothing. If I have, I give it all. Nothing compared to what else. But it's all worth it, you know? Yeah. I just want this world to have peace and happiness like we humans deserve.
It's amazing you can give us this.
Okay, that was Somalia, huh? Now Spain, the Basque separatist ETA's headquarters should move east-south, 70 kilometers away from where they are right now. More east and south. 2/3 east, 1/3 south. Okay. Sri Lanka presidential palace should move to northwest central, 40 kilometers away from the old palace. Sri Lanka. Sudan north presidential palace should move to east-south, 30 kilometers away from the old presidential palace. More east than south, 2/3 east, 1/3 south. Syria, Syria, okay. Presidential Palace of Syria should move to east-south. More east and south, 40 kilometers away from the old palace. 3/4 east, 1/4 south. Okay. Taiwan, Formosa, Parliament Palace. They call it Lifayin. Southeast, they should move. Southeast central, 40 kilometers away from where the palace used to be. Southeast central, Lifayin. Okay? Then they won't fight anymore and they will agree easily, more easily. And Taiwan will develop better, quicker. You see, that's why I have trouble when I'm asking for all this, also when I'm revealing all this. because the negative power doesn't want people to know all this. We will have peace if they all know this.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Of course, all this is not all, but we will have more peace. It will influence the deeper layers of societies as well.
Yes,
Will be less drugs, less traffic, human traffic, and all that thing as well will also decrease. It's not just a war fighting with guns and between humans. There are different kind of wars. Yes, economic war, human violation war, human rights war, human poisoning war. Everything will influence that. And I'm surprised that I'm still alive to tell you all this. Truly.
Wow, Master. Thank
amazing,
you for
Master.
giving us the keys
But,
to peace.
I'm tough, eh? Tough girl. Yeah.
Tough leader.
009, spy for the planet.
Yes, Master.
International spy, yes. Everything for the earth, yeah?
Yes, Master.
007 is everything for England. I said everything for the world.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Taiwan, what, love? What, Steve?
Tibet is next.
Thailand next.
Oh,
We
yes.
done Taiwan, now Thailand. Prime Minister Palace should move west-north 50 kilometers away from the old Prime Minister Palace. More west than north. 3/4 west, 1/4 north. Okay? And Thailand military headquarters should move southeast to the center of southeast, 70 kilometers away from the old military headquarters. That's in Thailand, eh? Prime Minister of Thailand, military headquarters, Thailand. Both. Done. Check. Tunisia, presidential palace should move to southwest central, 70 kilometers away from old presidential palace. Tunisia police headquarters should move to west-south, 40 kilometers away from the old police headquarters. More west than south. 3/4 west, 1/4 south. Check. All correct. Turkey, Prime Minister Palace should move to west central, 40 kilometers away from the old palace. Turkey. Done. United Arab Emirates, official top leaders, headquarters, they call it Presidential Palace. Presidential Palace of United Arab Emirates should move to northeast central, 60 kilometers away from the present Presidential Palace. We done? United Arab Emirates.
Yes.
That's done. All done. Oh, no, one more to go. Wow, last one, baby. And you're free. United Kingdom, Prime Minister Palace should move to west-south. You know, they call it 10 Downing Street, right?
Yes,
It doesn't look like a palace, but we call it. Okay, Prime Minister headquarters, office, yeah. It's right in the middle of the town, you know, etching with other houses, so it look like a townhouse. Okay, Prime Minister place, yeah, I mean office, where everybody go there and work with the Prime Minister. They just say like that, but they never say palace or anything.
I don't know what they call
Prime
it.
Minister office, yeah? Yes, where
that's-
everybody go there to work with the Prime Minister. Whatever you call that. Should move to west-south, 60 kilometers away from the old 10 Downing Street. More west than south, 3/4 west, 1/4 south. Now, United States, where you're standing, your country, the land of the free, and country of the brave. Now, the White House should move to east-south, 70 kilometers away from the yet standing White House. We should make the second White House and put this White House into a museum or something else. Should not use for government or private. East-south, 70 kilometers. More east and south. East 2/3, South 1/3. Now, have you looked at the United States history? It's an ongoing war.
Yes, Master.
If not war within your country, then war with many other countries. Let's take a rest, huh? For the
Yes.
Americans, poor working and good-hearted people. Let's move. You know, it won't cost you anything. You don't have to believe me. Just move, and then you will see how much your country become more powerful. All the money you save in war will make your country more rich, more educated, more developed in all sides, all kinds, all aspects. Your people will be stronger in spirit, not just in weapons. Weapons can be destroyed. People's spirit cannot be destroyed. And people's spirit is what we should cultivate, should make strong.
Yes,
Yeah.
Master.
This is an extra note from Supreme Master Ching Hai. Though most auspicious, some locations might not be easily accessible, but that's the way it is revealed, to be completely out of bad influences and maximize positiveness. At least move as far as possible from the old place in the indicated direction to have more auspiciousness, but the result is not guaranteed. The best is to move to the exact location, even if having to work on a ship, or a building on top of a mountain, or on a space station. Concerned viewers, your presence is appreciated for today's episode of Words of Wisdom. Join us again on Wednesday for part 4 of Auspicious Locations for Leaders' New Headquarters, a boon for world peace. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Coming up next is a journey through aesthetic realms, right after noteworthy news. May you be blessed with the sacred love of heaven.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/WOW.